So today's video is going to be how to get the top grades in science. Kinda thought I would do this video just because I've done a lot on science recently, so I thought I'll do another video on it and hopefully this will be somewhat useful. If you're aiming for the top grades, I hate to break it to you, but you are going to need to start revising now. Or putting in the work now, to be honest. If you are aiming for the top grades, I'm assuming you're good at science and know and understand the content really well, because to get those top grades you need to be so hot on those past papers, learning those exam skills. Your exam technique needs to be so hot. To know everything there is to know about what we are. You could know whatever there is to know about what we learn about GCSE. I'm sorry, I can't remember because I'm not that into science, but I thought I'd do this video to help because lots of people are probably more interested in science than me and want to get those top grades. You need to be able to use mark schemes. Being the slightest bit off will cost you your grades that you want to get. Before you start saying that there is not enough past papers, use the old ones because science is science. There's not much that it can change about it. When doing your past papers, don't do them sat on your bed. You need to mimic an exam environment, an exam setting, what it would be like in the real thing. When you're doing past papers, make sure you focus. Your focus is on that past paper at all times and that you do it to the best of your ability. Don't scribble down notes. Do them to 100% effort and put 100% effort into every single one of your past papers. What I mean by putting in the effort is answer all the questions to the best standard possible, then go through, check them. If you see a mistake, correct it, then mark it. If you get an answer wrong, highlight it in the mark scheme, then get a piece of paper, write it out and add it to your revision resources and keep the piece of paper with that past paper. Have a folder of past papers that you keep them all together. After a while of doing them, you will get better and better at them, and the questions will be the same. Notice the trends and make sure you know what comes up a lot, and make sure you realise what is coming up so you know what to revise and what you really do not need to revise. Get familiar with the style of question that comes up. I cannot stress how important past papers are. Remember, if you get a revision sheet, use your revision sheet, learn everything on that revision sheet for each end of topic test. Notice what comes up in your revision sheet and don't throw them away after the topic tests. Keep them. Get familiar with the style of the question that comes up. Cannot stress how important using your revision sheet and past papers are. Because doing past papers before you revise is not the best way to do it because you'll get those wrong filled as answers. So it's about doing your revision in the right order. Revise first, then past papers. Think about what the question is asking you. To sum it up, think about the question. The question is asking you, be harsh with yourself when going through the mark scheme. Do them in an exam setting, don't. Do them sat in front of the TV. At the top grades inside, you need to put in work outside of lesson time, and also stay at the top of your class as much as possible because that really helps. So if you're not at the top of your class, how can you expect to get the top grades? You need to push yourself and put in all the work you can outside of the classroom. So get a revision sheet for topic tests, you need to make sure you notice the common questions. I know I've talked about this, but make sure you do because this can be really important. important. Also remember, you can help the amount of work doing to sum up past papers, notice trends if you get a revision sheet. Also, don't throw your revision sheet away when the test's finished. Keep them, notice common questions in them, put in extra work outside the classroom, and it's really all that you can do. And hope this was useful. So if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.